I've always said that the most exciting new work in New York City is happening off-Broadway, and Beau the Musical is a perfect example of this. This is actually my second time seeing the show. I got to see it earlier this year during its sold-out run downtown, and now they've moved it uptown to a brand new venue. It's still off-Broadway, but the production has been modified to be completely in the round, and the entire theater has been transformed into a dive bar, with the action of the play happening all around you. And if you have been following this page for any amount of time, you know that I love immersive and environmental theater, and so I love the way they were able to translate this new production to the new space. But the show itself is mostly unchanged. It is once again led by the incredible Matt Roden as Ace Baker. The show is basically a memory play with Ace Baker in the present, looking back on his childhood, coming to terms with his queer identity, and reconnecting with a grandfather that he didn't know existed. And what Matt is doing in the show is so impressive because he is basically on stage the entire time. He is singing in basically every song, but he does it all so effortlessly, and he is just such a magnetic performer that you are locked in with him from moment one. Now, he does have a fantastic supporting cast around him, including the recently Tony-nominated Jeb Brown. He plays the titular Beau, Ace's grandfather, and brings a really lovely warmth to the role. I should also mention that everyone in the show is an actor-musician, meaning they are playing in the band as well as performing. And so even the quote-unquote smaller roles are still doing so much throughout the show because they're also creating all of the music that you're hearing. Which, by the way, slaps. There is a cast recording on Spotify, and I highly recommend checking it out. It's got this country rock sound, and some of the best moments of the show are the musical numbers, because it really does feel like you are at a concert. But then contrasted with all of these high-energy musical numbers, you also have this really touching emotional story at its core. It is one of those shows that will have you dancing one second and crying the next. I think this is definitely one to keep your eye on, and like I said, the previous run of the show completely sold out by the end, and I definitely think that will be the case with this one as well once the word of mouth gets out. So definitely get your tickets sooner rather than later.